In this video, I wanted to talk about a little bit about funnel basics. Basically, the way I understand what a funnel is that the first step is the people or the traffic, meaning like just people in public, the ones that you want to tell about your product or service. In the next step of the funnel, we're going to have what's called the lead capture. A simple way to explain this is you're going to capture their contact information, whether it be their name, email, and phone number. Of course, there are probably more detailed definitions out there, but we're just going to keep it simple. The next step is going to be the sales process. Pretty much what you're doing is you're going to present what you're selling them, whether it be a product or service, and basically kind of explain or try to help them understand and persuade them that they need to um, use what you have. And what you have is going to be something that they'll benefit from. The next step is going to be the order or the upsell. Basically, this is where they're going to make the purchase. And um, upsell just means they made an initial purchase for a product or service, and then you offer something else to them after the fact. And finally, the step is going to be called where they ascend, and this is where the client is on your buyers list. And this is very important because when you capture their information, when they become a lead, they haven't quite made a purchase yet, and usually what we want to do is we want to bring them into our customer journey, our world, let them know who we are, what we stand for, and why they should be with in our community or be our customer. And we're gonna do things like email them, discount coupons or follow up with them so that we can, you know, sort of nurture that relationship. But once they get on the buyers list, that's kind of a wonderful thing because people who buy from you, as Russell Brunson would say, they have a tendency to continue to buy from you unless you stop selling to them or you offend them. So at this point, we can sell them other things. And that's kind of where we want to get them ultimately. But the cool part is once they become a lead, even if they don't buy from us right away, we're hoping that they can buy from us later. And usually it takes about 7 interactions or so for people to consider buying from you. So don't worry if they don't buy from you right away. Just keep a relationship with them. Here's an example of a funnel, basically for a person who has like a Pilates studio. And basically what's happening here is you have people that are interested or people that are leads. Then they'll make contact with you and do a consultation, for example. And then you could do something like offer a trial session where they can try out what you do, whether it be free or paid trial. And then ultimately, what we hope they do is purchase a package after the fact, and then they will become a client, and we can continue to sell them things that after the fact. In this example, the person is selling makeup products or beauty products, and basically it could be that they're getting their followers from social media, for example. And what's going to happen is, your traffic is going to be your followers. They're going to be your social media followers or whatnot. And one of the things that some people do is they allow people to partner with them to help sell the products and get commission pay. And then from there, you're going to promote the offer, whatever makeup products you're offering, for example, and then that person will earn a commission. So in this way, the person that becomes a partner, promotional partner, or an affiliate is still like a customer. They're still like on a customer journey. So we want to consider that as a type of funnel as well. This is an example of what Russell Brunson calls the value ladder. In short, what happens is this is a part of the customer journey. So initially, when they find out about you, um, it's good to offer free content or some kind of discount, some kind of coupon, right? Because what we want to do is establish goodwill, as Alex Hormozy would say, and that's gonna resonate with them potentially and show that you're offering value. So it could be a free trial, could be a free report, things of this nature. And then next, what you're gonna offer is a small offer or a low ticket offer, and usually that could be something as low as $7. You know, some people would say it goes all the way up to about $97. But the point is, we're not really trying to get rich from this interaction. We're just trying to make them a buyer and basically offer a particular service or product to get their foot in the door, and then therefore we can upsell them later. So it's from here you have like a medium offer and you have a premium offer, and then you have a high end offer. And basically, long story short, you want to send them up your value ladder. And for example, it goes back to the funnel theory concept. Um, if they if they sort of consume your free content but they haven't bought yet, we're going to do things like email them, contact them, and try to nurture that relationship to get them to buy the small offer or the low ticket offer. So, but we do want to have a value ladder in virtually all settings, and it's okay if you don't have different products or services on all these tiers, but ultimately that's what you want to do, because the one thing about people is that if they buy stuff from you and they like you, they want to buy more, and they kind of also want to buy more expensive things. So you have to offer it to them, right? If you're, for example, selling some type of service such as like landscaping, and I'm kind of doing this off the top of my head, where you're doing, lawn care for people with homes, you could offer something free, and then the one of the things you could give them is like, mow their lawn, and then you could say, hey, we have this grass treatment product that can make your grass more green, make it greener, and you see, like, then you can offer like even more detailed landscaping services that include things that make the yard more beautiful and so forth. So, and you can also offer packages to them. Okay. So that's kind of essentially what I want to talk about today, just so people can have an idea of what a funnel is and the importance of a value ladder. Thank you.